welcome to my humble homestead and Gardenside chat. So today I'm going to make some really easy baked apple cinnamon oatmeal. I'm just going to make it to have all week for me. I'll probably end up freezing half of it, so I guess I can add this for part of my every bit counts challenge, since I will freeze half and that will be part of that. I am going to do a little bit of dehydrating later, so I will show you that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the ingredients, and then I will show you how I put this together. It's super easy. I'm literally going to do it all in my glass pan here. I just have a bowl to mix the topping, which is butter and brown sugar. So what I'm going to do is, now remember, this is probably going to be enough for 2 weeks. So I'm going to divide half and freeze it, and then the other half I'll probably just eat for this whole week. I always say breakfast, but it's kind of brunch because I typically eat twice a day. I'm going to have 10 eggs. So 10 eggs. So yep, it's a lot. And then 2 cups of milk. Now I'm using almond milk. That's what I have. I have almond coconut milk in my fridge. I do have some regular in my freezer, but I use that to make yogurt. So whatever milk you have, that works. And then 2 cups of applesauce. Now I'm going to use my fermented applesauce because that's what I have in my fridge. I do have some organic applesauce that I haven't opened yet. So I thought, well, let's just try this with what I have and see how it works. And then 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/4 a cup of brown sugar, which will go into the top, 1 teaspoon salt, 4 cups of oats, 2 cups chopped apples. That I need to get from my dehydrated apples. 2 cups chopped apples. Now I'm going to use my dehydrated apples. So I am probably just going to use about 1 cup of these because they will reconstitute, as more. So I could probably even use like 1/2 cup. That's maybe what I'll do. Okay. And then 1/4 cup of butter, and that's it. Okay. So let me bring you down here so you can see what I'm doing as I put this together. I am just going to put all of my eggs right into this pan here. And I like these meals that have everything in one. Like it has the protein and it has some apples, so it has a little bit of fruit, and then it has the oats in there. Kind of a good balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. This is why I need chickens because they go through a lot of eggs. Okay, and then 2 cups of milk. I'm going to get something to kind of beat that up a little bit with. I'm going to beat these up just a little bit in here. And then I'm going to put 2 cups of applesauce. You can see the little bubbles from the fermented applesauce here. But if you have regular applesauce, you can use that. I mean, like I said, I'm just using what I have open here. I may have to get a taller pan. We will see. And then 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. To get this all kind of mixed in here. I like those eggs a little bit mixed. And you can make this baked oatmeal any flavor you want. I make it sometimes with blueberries. You can just kind of do whatever variations in flavor you like. All right, so I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Need to refill my cinnamon here. There we go. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I'm using the pink Himalayan salt. and 4 cups of oats. Now I'm just going to use my oats out of my bag. I do have them in there, but I have some left over in this bag that I'm trying to empty out. So use 4 cups. See if we have enough room here, people. And all the less dishes I have to do, the better. So let me, and I'm actually going to throw my apples in here too and then mix it all up. Now you can, if you use fresh apples, you use 2 cups. But like I said, I'm using the dehydrated ones. So I'm going to use about between half to a cup. And these will rehydrate it in this egg mixture. I could have rehydrated them first, but they will rehydrate it in the egg mixture and while baking. So there you go. All right, now I'm just gonna mix this all together very carefully. Yeah, I think I'll use a deeper pan next time. I just grabbed the first one I saw. I do like these glass pans to use because I can freeze stuff right in the pan. This I probably won't because like I said, I'll probably have half, I'll take half out for the week and then I will probably freeze the other half. But what I like to do is I like to go to either garage sales or thrift stores and try to buy these glass casserole pans because they are really nice to just go ahead and freeze and then you can take them right out and bake in. I try to not, unless I'm making stuff that I'm gonna like potentially give away or, you know, send leftovers with, I try to not do too much of the aluminum, you know, stuff you can buy just because it, you know, it gets costly. Mainly that's the reason, because it does get costly and, you know, just for waste. So when I'm just making stuff for me, I like to use these glass dishes. So yeah, so it works good. And you know, you can find these at thrift stores, secondhand stores, or at garage sales. So that's one thing, you know, I like to try to keep my eyes on, or any kind of casserole dishes that are glass, that are that real thick glass, the Pyrex or whatever, you know, you can go from freezer to oven to dishwasher. It's always lovely. So just a little extra tip while I'm mixing this up here. And it is Sunday for me today here. I don't know what day you're watching this, but since I'm just getting this ready, I work on Sundays, so I'm getting this ready before work. So I'll have something to have for brunch before work. And then, yeah, try to get a few things done in the morning before I work. Have my little church in the morning and then get some things prepped and done, and then I have a nice day at work. Today is my Monday at work, so it's Sunday, but today is the first day of the work for me. So there, that looks really good. Now I'm just gonna mix up my my topping for it. So what it is it's a 1/4 cup of butter, and then a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And so it's kind of going to make like just a little crumble, which is so delicious. So, you know, if you kind of like apple crisp on top of your oatmeal, it's delicious. And then I'm just going to get a fork and kind of crumble that together. And I did preheat my oven to 350. You can preheat your oven to 350. And so you can see how totally simple this is. And I mean, you know, obviously if you have a full family, this will just, you know, feed your whole family, and it's super easy. A great, easy, delicious meal. You can throw it together before everybody gets up. And then when they're up, you have a nice warm, or you can make it ahead too. You make it ahead, just have it, you know, if you want to make it the night before, and then you could just have it in the fridge and heat it up in the morning. So, I mean, some of you people who aren't morning people, I know who you are out there. At work, I know we always talk about how I work kind of late, so I laugh because some of the other people I work with at night, they sleep in, and I'm like, how do you sleep in? By 10 o'clock, I'm stretching that last hour because I work till 11. I'm like, oh. Usually when the sun comes up, I'm ready to go. But yeah, I tell you, last week it was so busy at work. Oh my goodness. I slept in till like 8, even 9 one day. They're like, that's sleeping in. I'm like, oh yeah. But I was worn out. It was a busy week at work. So, all right, let's crumble this across the top. This again is not keto friendly. It's got oatmeal and brown sugar in it. I know if you don't eat sugar, you can use the brown swerve. I have that as well, which is a great option for keeping the calories lower. But this is a little bit of brown sugar, so over the whole thing, I'm not really going to worry too much about it. So there we go. I just crumbled it over the top, and then I'm going to bake it for about 35 to 45 minutes until it gets nice and toasty brown on top, until it's kind of firm, kind of has like a firm touch, but we just really don't want to overcook it. So that's kind of the big thing. So I'm going to throw that in the oven. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So there we go. That is my baked apple cinnamon oatmeal. So there you go. Super simple, all in a pan here. Just dirtied a bowl and a couple other things. All right, so I'll show you when it's done, and we'll see you after that. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like stuff like this, please like and share, and I appreciate you, and I'll show you it when it's done. Thanks so much, and be blessed.